is reflected in all areas of your life. Because if you are not serious about your life, no matter your relationships, no matter your exams, no matter your physical health, you won't be serious about it. Exam is a part because when when you apply for an interview, when you seek for a job, when you apply for higher studies, they don't know you. They don't know your potential. They see your mark list. So then marks are everything. But in your life, marks are not everything. But if you want to get ahead in your life, continue your higher studies, develop your understanding of how world works, how business works, so you can apply it in your later life, then studies are very important. They are crucial. So take the pain now, then yes to the small pain now, say no to the little pressures now. So you'll have an exciting reward in the future. Are you excited? Say yes if you agree. Aman, thank you, Abdul Hadi, Abdul Khadir. Oh, wow, 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 wow. I'm overwhelmed seeing the responses. So fast, so fast. I'm, I'm very happy. I'm very, very happy. Thank you, bro. Thank you. So we know the importance of focus, the importance of giving our best today, suffering the little pain today for the rewards tomorrow. Why it happens? I told you it's perfectly normal for a human being because our brains are designed for efficiency. So whenever we have to do something, for example, the study, we think about okay, because it considers the benefit now, not in the future. Because this part of the brain is called primitive brain. So when thousands of years ago, when we were cavemen, we had no system for after studies. I go for masters, I go for job, I do business. No, we had everything in the present moment, right? The food, the problems in the present moment. But today even though we are feeling comfortable because we are backed up our parents, we are given all the comfort, right? Food, shelter, that are the basic needs. But when you grow up, when you start handling your life independently, then all these things matter. First is your attitude, your habit, how you say no to the distraction, how you focus on the task you have at hand. Then it is important. So the brain, which we carry with us for many years, so we prefer present moment. But today we should weigh our decision based on what is the consequence in the future. Unconsciously, unconsciously we are wired towards avoiding pain or choosing pleasure. I told you because brain just think about the present moment. But when we consciously assess the situation, other part of brain, the prefrontal lobe, it weigh our decision and say that no, if you say no to study today, you will suffer in the exam. If you score less marks in the exam, you won't be able to get admission in the college you want to get admission. So if you don't get admission in that college, you will settle with some average college out there. So your network, the people who are connected with the students which you are going to sit, they won't be the best, they won't be the elite. So it will affect you because you are an average of seven people around you, right? So it can affect me in the future. So let me give importance to what is important. When we focus on the bright future, your near present moment, we say to our near just rejoice or present moment, we say no to it, and our decision making improves. So, what is the secret of top performance? I told you, I promised you, we are going to learn the technique of the top performance. So, on the chat box again, can you tell me what is the secret of top performers in football, in cricket, in studies, no matter which field? Just share. What could be the secret of top performance? Consistency, discipline, practice, dedication, hard work, fun, hard work and smart work. Yeah, hard work and smart work. That's it. Only five people in the meeting. Confidence, determination, passion, goal. Yeah, we all know it. I'm very happy to see the response. Yeah, you all know it. What is the quality of the top performers, what they have in, in their armor, as their armor to be the best performer in whatever you do, whatever they do. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So they have a system that helps them to take actions for epic results. The motivation, yeah, motivation, something which is pulling us or pushing us to do something. We all are motivated. And yes, in the beginning of academic year, we were motivated to study. But are we able to sustain that motivation? And for some people, it's no, right? And we know the importance of punctuality, right? But are we able to punctual? We know the importance of hard work, but are you applying it in your life? You know the importance of confidence and the tips and tricks, like how to memorize a difficult concept and all. We all know the techniques, but are we able to apply it in our life? So what is the problem? We have all the information. We all have information. Just Google it. You can find 100 solutions to your problem. So we all know it. But why we fall again, again to the same pattern of failure or same pattern of being average? That is what we are going to learn now. There is a habit loop for all of us. We have a system to operate. So what is the operating system you are using on your computer? Windows? Or if you have Apple, what is the operating system? The Windows, OS, and Mac OS, yes, Android, if you're on your smartphone, Android, or what is the software used in iPhone? iOS, yes, yes, yes. So there is an operating system which runs all the functions of your smartphone. Imagine this is you. So you have a system, you have an operating system. So for a same scenario, if two individuals approach it in two different ways. So if one individual is a champion, he approached it in a different way. If one performer is kind of average, he runs a less effective system. I will tell you an example. I need a volunteer to talk with me. Anybody. It's an easy question. I won't trouble you. I just need a friend to discuss something. Because as a student, if you share your experience, it will be easy for your friends to relate to what you are going through. Because there is a limit for me to imagine your situation. So you know better about what you are going through. So I need one of you. Just discuss a scenario, a simple scenario in a typical life of a student. Anybody, please. Anybody, please come online for 2 minutes. Hi.
Yeah, okay, I'll speak.
Who is this?
Yeah, I'm not be happy.
Yeah, Hadi talking to Hadi. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Hadi, your smartphone, your smartphone is there in your
Correct.
study room, in your study room, and you are listening ping ping messages. I'm talking about a scenario, ping ping notifications of a message.
Correct.
So what you will do, what action, how you respond to it?
Yeah, so if I'm studying, I'll just tell myself, I'll check the messages and then I'll keep the phone.
You will check the
But
message,
then, yeah, and then I'll reply and then keep the phone back and continue my studies.
continue your studies. So the
But that
result
is,
is you continue your studies.
no,
So
that is did happen actually.
yeah, yeah. So if you are not a person who is not able to manage your emotions or addicted to smartphone, what will be your action?
Yeah, so I'll keep the phone and think about just replying and keeping the phone, but then I'll just continue playing on the phone, then go to social media and keep scrolling. Then my studies will be just left out like that.
Thank you. So in the first scenario, what was your motivation? Why you said no to the smartphone now and said yes to the studies? What was the result?
Because
What
at
was the
that time I
result?
was in a state of mind where I had the intention to study. Then when I was put in a state where I had my phone with me, that my mindset changes.
Yeah. So you focused on a long-term reward which you may get if you study now, right?
Yes.
So in the second scenario, you focused on short-term
Short
reward
term.
of having fun, right?
Yes.
So this is called scenario, action, result model. So if you are an average performer or a loser, you have a system. Like on a typical scenario, now Abdul Hadi shared with us. He just told us two examples. One of a person who is focused on studies, another person who is easily distracted. Same scenario, the actions were different and results were different. One result was productive and another result was unproductive, right? And Abdul Hadi, as a focused person, he will settle with the long-term reward, and as a distracted person, he will settle with the short-term reward. And slowly, these kind of responses adds up in your life and gives you an experience, right? So we should check ourselves on what system we are operating. We have a champion system or we have a loser system. So what system do you want to have in your life? Come on the chat box. Champion system or loser system? Of course, I know that everybody wants champion system, but I would like to see your responses. Thank you. Yeah. Champions. Yes, we all want to be champions. So we will talk about techniques to respond to such similar kind of scenarios which distracts us so we can improve our focus. Thank you, Muhammad Adil Hussain, Amal Krishna, Shoaib Muhammad, Vishal, Muhammad Faiz, Harish Kumar. Thank you. Thank you so much. So technique one, Pomodoro technique. This Pomodoro technique, we can use it during our studies. It's about setting intervals of study and having a break after a period of time. So you won't feel fatigue and also you will feel relieved because you are not sitting on a same place for a long time. So it will help us to study, recollect, rest, and continue study. So when you continue study for a long time, maybe you will feel bored and you may stop studying. So to continue your studies for a long time, this technique is very useful. So this is the technique. Plan your task. First thing we do here is we plan our task. For example, study first chapter of your physics. So we assume, yeah, I may need 3 hours to study the chapter. So 3 hours, if it is 3 hours, it is 25 minutes plus 5 minutes. 30 minutes a session, 3 hours is 6 sessions, right? So you plan for 6 sessions. Here it is an example of 4 Pomodoro sessions. So how do you do it? So you set a goal, study first chapter of physics. You estimate the time you need, 4 hours. So you break your time duration into 30 minutes into, if it is 3 hours, it is 6 sessions. Then you get this, complete the studies, complete the sessions, no matter what is happening around you. You will be focused. And in the break, given for 5 minutes, you can go for a cup of coffee or tea. You can go and meet your family. You can stretch. You can recollect what you have learned. You can respond to the text messages your friend has sent you. So you can continue your studies for a long time. So I need a volunteer who can talk about the Pomodoro technique. An example. How you're gonna apply it in your studies. I need a volunteer. I'm asking you questions just to make sure that you digested what I'm sharing. Okay? So please, anybody else, can you help me? In the first attempt, we'll just start with small timing and then we'll take a smaller break and after that, when you come back to study, we'll gradually increase the timing. So the break timing will gradually increase. Yeah, the long break. Yeah, if you continue to study even after a particular Pomodoro session, you can take a long break and you can continue the Pomodoro session again. Thank you, Abu Bakr, because it was an add-on. I haven't shared it during my explanation. Thank you, Abu Bakr. The one thing I need you to focus on is we have to set a goal, like study first chapter of mathematics, study a unit of physics. Because when you set a goal, you won't be diverted. Because as a student, you have many subjects to study. So just saying, I will study for this duration, particular duration won't help you. You will focus on a subject or focus on a topic and you apply the Pomodoro session. You got it? So if every one of you is clear about applying Pomodoro technique, I will go ahead to the next technique. So is there any questions or do you need any more explanation? If we are good to go, say yes. We are good to go to the next technique, say yes. Thank you. Yeah. At the end, we will have an open discussion. So if you have any doubt, you can have a note of it. We will discuss it. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. For the moment, we will go to the next one. Circle of control. This circle of control is a technique which we could use if we are stressed about something. For example, you have an exam after a week, and same time you think that there will be a problem for the exams because we are going through one of the challenging times of our lifetime. The pandemic is happening around us. So you fear that maybe exams can be postponed, or maybe if I go there, I can fall sick, or you think that since nobody's at home, I don't know how to go to school. So there are a lot of things which are not in your control. Always there are a lot of things not in your control. And when you prepare for the exams, what questions can be maybe ask in the questions you don't know, and in what mood you are evaluated while checking your answers you don't know. These things are out of your control. So what is in our control? What we study, how long we focus, what effort you take, on what you think about yourself. These things are in your control. So when you focus on those things in your control, you'll feel less stressed, right? You'll feel less stressed. So focus on what you can control directly and things out of our control. And okay, one thing I would like to relate to here is we started with a prayer, right? We started with a prayer when we began the session. Why we need prayer? Because there are a lot of things which are out of our control. We can't do anything about it. Only He can do it, right? So we trust Him and we believe everything is happening for a reason, for a good reason, according to the Almighty. So when you give all those things which are out of control in His hands, you feel relieved, you feel less stress, you feel relaxed, you feel calm. And when you study something, yeah, what happens? What happens when you stir a water in a pot? It is dirty. What happens when you stir the water in a pot or in a bucket? What happens? Its color changes, right? Its color changes. It looks dirty. But if you keep it for a long time, what happens? The dirt settles, right? So our settlement. Our mind is similar. If we are stressed about everything happening around us, we won't be able to achieve a calm state. So when our mind is clear, we are ready to absorb the information. So this technique can be applied if we have any, I don't know, we are from different families. Maybe you're going through a challenge, a personal challenge. Who knows? May Allah help you in that to get relief from any difficult scenarios you are going through. Who knows? And when you attend the exams, you are worried that you may forget something, or you may not be able to complete the questions on time, or you think that many reasons like which disturbs your mental peace, right? So when you are stressed, ask yourself, is the situation under my control? If yes, focus your energy on it. If no, don't think about it. Pray and move ahead. So we are going to next technique. And I believe you understood the circle of control. Am I good to go? If yes, we shall go to the next segment. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. So we go to the next technique. Breathing for stress relief. Many of us are familiar about this technique. So this is a fourth step method to apply this breathing technique. I will tell you why breathing is important. On chat box, I would welcome your inputs for this question. What happens when you are stressed? What happens? What changes in your body? What you feel? What physiological uh, symptoms you show when you are stressed? For example, yeah, breathing heavily, out of focus, unable to think straight. You feel like you feel blues. Yeah. So when you are stressed, in previous example, we talked about the water, right? Water. So the settlement is required. When you study, when you answer the questions, you need a calm mind to recollect what you have learned, right? So when you are stressed, because when your body is stressed, you show these symptoms. So when mind is stressed, body shows the symptoms. So it's kind of hacking the mind. So when you breathe normally, when you are relaxed, what you do? You breathe normally. So you breathe, take deep breaths, so you feel that you relax. Because when mind is stressed, it's seen in the body. So we kind of hack the mind, just trying to convince the mind that see, I am breathing normally, I'm breathing, I'm calm, see, I'm not stressed about it. See, then mind challenges, yeah, there is no problem, he's not breathing heavily. Yeah, he looks fine, so there is no problem, right? So mind settles down. You got it? If mind is stressed, body shows symptoms. So when we are stressed, we hack the mind, showing the body language of calmness. Relax, relax, smile, breathing normally. So mind believes you. Yes, there's no problem. No problem. Okay. So let me be calm. So when your mind is calm, your brain starts functioning effectively. So can I go to the next slide? Am I good to go? Say yes. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Go to the next slide. Positive affirmations. Okay, is there anybody who have a fear of maths? Fear of maths, you think that I'm not good at maths. I'm not good at maths. Is there anyone here? Rashim, Rashim. Hi, Rashim. You raised for my question. This, like you feel difficulty in studying maths. Rashim. So anybody of you because I think I can I'm not sure that you raised for hand for my question. So what normally if a student who think that mathematics is difficult, he always say no matter how much time I spend, mathematics is difficult, mathematics is difficult. So he think mathematics is difficult. So when teacher is uh, explaining a problem, we think that no matter how teacher try, I can't understand mathematics. Mathematics is a difficult subject. So you can't absorb or follow what teacher teaches you, right? So when you study somehow, one of your friends help you, and you have the same feeling. Oh, I can't. Mathematics is difficult. You go for exams. Even after studying and doing a problem one time at your home, you can't recollect what you learned and you perform poorly in your exam. So what I'm trying to explain here is about our beliefs. We have an identity which we keep. Because if you ask a student who is very good at studies, he will say that, yeah, I have a good memory, yeah, I can understand concepts easily. So this is the belief we carry in our head, and this can affect us positively and adversely. So to challenge those beliefs, these are five study reformations. These are examples. for you to understand the concept. If you are feeling difficulty in maths, same time when you study maths, when you try to study maths, you say to yourself, maths is easy. I can do it very well. I will be doing it. I can do it. I can remember what I studied in exams. I'm answering all questions. I'm confident that I could answer all questions. So when you start saying yourself these affirmations, your belief changes because this belief happens because of a weird reason. What the reason is? Maybe in your childhood, maybe in your 8th standard, you didn't study properly. You were not able to study properly, and you performed poor in maths. So when you got the marks, you got all subjects I got good marks. Maths I got less marks. Oh, I'm not good at studies. Boom. Like something is engraved on the stone, you believe in it, it's not true, right? So we believe in it, and whatever you do, you work on that particular belief. So it backfires, right? So we change all those negative beliefs. What are negative beliefs? Negative beliefs are those beliefs which doesn't help us to achieve our goal. What are positive beliefs? Positive beliefs are the beliefs which help us to achieve our goal. As a student, what is our goal? To achieve good score in the exam, right? So am I good to go to the next topic? Say yes if we are good to go. I didn't get any response. Am I audible? Am I good to go to the next technique? Please come on chat box if I'm good to go because I want to make sure that you followed what I shared just now. I'm sorry I can't see any response.
Sir, can you hear us?
Yeah, yeah, I
Sir,
can.
you can just messaging on the chat box of this.
Okay, thank you, thank you. I think maybe I got an connectivity issue here because no messages were showing up here. Okay, thank you for your response. Technique 5, mind map. Are you familiar with mind maps? I believe your teachers would have helped you to understand what are mind maps, right? And how to apply it. Yes, yes, you know about the mind maps. But you know what are mind maps, but here I will tell you why mind maps works, how it is helping you. Any volunteer, come online just to have a discussion for 2 minutes, just to talk. Please, someone, someone, please.
Yes, sir.
Hi, Afnaf. Anfas, sorry. Anfas,
Yes.
uh,
Yes.
can you share with us about a memorable gift given to you by someone?
Yeah, after my 10th standard result, my parents gave me like for after my results.
Yeah, they give you a gift. Why you remember this about this gift? Why you remember? Because it is connected
Uh,
with your 10th standard result, right?
yeah, there's two reasons. One
Yeah.
will be like it was pandemic situation,
Mhm.
and before the 10th exam itself, we were like stuck in home before 1 month.
Mhm.
And as the exams were coming, parents were more strict and saying like you have to study now, you have no time to play, you have to study. So it was like 2 3 months stuck in home studying, and after that getting something a gift means meant a lot.
It may be that. So it's like you have emotional attachment to it. You have something connected to it. Similarly, mind map works because if physics, physics is a subject, and can you share with me a topic in physics? A topic in physics, any topic. I won't ask you questions. I just want a topic. Like algebra principle. Oh, sorry, it was not audible. Algebra principle. I didn't hear you properly. Do you want me to hear the headset or can you talk louder? It's a hybrid principle. So can you explain a little bit if you are comfortable explaining it? I didn't get that principle. It's hybrid principle. What is it? It's no problem, no problem, no problem, no problem. Because I didn't get that word, so that I asked you what is the technique. What I'm trying to say here is when you study something, for example, yeah, for example, this pen is a topic you're going to study. Or what if I can use a topic in physics? I'm sorry, I don't remember. I remember something, but it's all. I mean, I'm not. I can't. It's because you are studying physics right now, and I don't know. I don't want to. Yeah, what I would say. I want to really. I want to give you an example from physics because a lot of topics are coming into my mind. Okay, let's talk about motion. Motion is a topic, right? No, Muhammad Aman, what a coincidence. Yeah, let's talk about motion. Okay, laws of motion. If you study laws of motion with an example of how it works, can you tell me an example of law of motion? Abu Bakr, come on. We didn't complete our conversation. Please share a law of motion. Every reaction, there is an equal and opposite reaction. Yeah. Can you apply it in real life? For example, if one box gives a force of about 10 newtons, then the other box would respond by the other the other box would give the opposite force of it. Thank you. So when you learn a topic, connect with real life examples, connect with a similar topic. When you connect with it, your brain remembers. Like Anfaz remembered the gift. He associated it with his parents. He associated it with his 10th standard results. He associated it with pandemic. He associated with the feelings he had. Right. So how many branches were there for that that simple term called gift? There are a lot of connections, right? Similarly, when you learn a topic, develop as many connections and interconnections in between the topics. So when you remember one part of it, you will lighten up all the connections in the brain, and when you do it often, you will be able to memorize it and recollect it during your exams. Got it? This is the reason why we use the mind maps. And how we use it, you all know it. Do you want me to explain how we use mind maps? Because I believe your teachers might have taught you how mind maps works and how to use it, right? So are you comfortable using mind maps, or do you want me to help you understand how mind maps works? If you want me to help you to understand how to use mind maps, let me know. If anything, I will do one thing. I have a link of a website in which you can create mind maps. So I will share it on the chat box by the end of the presentation. Hope it will help you. Okay. So am I good to go to next technique? Say yes. Yes, I'm good to go. Thank you. Goal setting. So we talked about all those important things, unimportant things, and all, right? So important things are those things which move us towards our goal, and less important things are those things which pushes us away from our goals. Let's go with marking example. This is a typical goal setting chart. This is a four. This is called a four quadrant. Four quadrants. Quadrant one, you can see important and urgent things or things to do come in that quadrant one, important and urgent. And you can see not important and urgent, important and not urgent, not important and not urgent. Four quadrants basically. For the person to perform effectively, the so-called champions, they work on important and not urgent quadrants. If you prepare 2 months before the exam, in which quadrant it belongs to? Important and urgent or important and not urgent? It's important and not urgent. Yeah. So when it is an important and not urgent, you are not stressed, right? You can work on the areas which you are not good at. You have enough time. You can ask the help of a friend, ask the help of a teacher. You can go online and read about the subject. You have enough time in front of you. But the day before the exam, in which quadrant are you?
Important and everything.
Yeah, is it a good time to have to be in important or urgent quadrant?
And
No. What happens?
we'll get we'll be heavily stressed.
Correct. That was the answer I'm looking for. Yes, you will be heavily stressed. So as a student, as an employee in future, as a business person, we should bring all our activities to next month, sorry, important urgent category, because